What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in partly cloudy South Georgia. Partly cloudy. Yeah. Got a couple of properties to run over this week, but it's been raining all week. Wet and basically mulching up leaves, and they need to be kind of dry. So we are probably not going to cut any grass today. But I am going to make a couple of videos. This is going to be the first one, at least for today. I am headed to the shop. Brazilian Rosewood Minwax Gel Stain. I didn't do a video on building this toy box, but I think I'm going, I think I decided I want to band the edge of it. I don't know. Anyway, I got to go finish the toy box, and so I'm gonna be doing probably a little work on it, some staining, putting a lacquer finish on it, and so anyway, I'm gonna take y'all along for the ride. So if woodwork is any kind of thing that interests you, then hey, ride along with us today. If that's not your thing, then that's okay too. Don't worry about it. Appreciate you checking in anyway. But anyway, when I get to the shop, I'll kind of show you what I got going on. Check that with you in just a minute. All right, here we go. This is the toy box I built. This is a Christmas gift. Built out of maple. Just simple. I'm not even filling in the holes and stuff, I don't believe. Because it's just going to kind of have a rustic look to it. It's basically a 2 foot by 2 foot. The inside dimensions are somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 inches. 20 by 21 by 46, something like that. So anyway, but what I'm thinking about doing, I built this lid to fit. And anything like this, if you set it on an uneven surface, it will tweak. You see how that's got a little overhang right there? Or it doesn't have an overhang there. And on this end it does. Now if I lift up on this corner back here, because it's setting up on this, and this is not necessarily level, but there's no guarantee where you put it in the house is going to be level. And so I thought about just running me a 3/4 inch band down it. That way you had a little bit of overhang regardless. And, you know, it finishes off this end here, too. But, again, this is supposed to kind of be a rustic deal. I should have made the lid an inch longer than I made the cabinet and also this board back here. And I just didn't do it. And I've done that before, and I know better. But, you know, it is what it is. So, I don't know. I'm still kind of trying to decide. But I think what I want to do is put me a band on it, just like a 3/4 inch, maybe even just a 1/2 inch. So I don't know. We're gonna see what we can do here. Obviously, of sanding it, blowing it off, getting it ready to stain. I'm not going to do the time lapse of the rest of it. You can kind of see the inside of the box here. It really pulls out that grain. Again, this is Brazilian rosewood. It is a gel. The gel just takes a lot longer to, in my opinion, to put on. but there are some advantages to it. If you're putting it on a wall, it'll just kind of stick there. So I'm gonna finish up this end. I'm gonna go ahead and do the outside. I'll do the lid over here. By the way, this is not my shop. I do have a shop, but if you've been in my shop, you've seen all the junk in there. There's a door right there that this is some cabinets the person that owns the shop builds, but there's a door that I built the other day. I think the guy's supposed to pick it up today to match another door I built for him a while back. But anyway, he's just got so much room down here, everything's set up. I usually bring everything down here to spray the lacquer coat on it anyway, because he's got a really nice gun and stuff. So, you know, I just kind of come down here. I could do all this at my place, but I usually try to come down here and work when he's not here. So, you know, I don't get in his way and all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, that's what I got going on. When I finish getting this stain on here, I'll kind of give you a shot of it. And let's see what it looks like finished up before we do the lacquer coat. Woo! Getting ready to spray. Put some lacquer on it. Got all his stuff covered up in here. I don't want to get no overspray on anything. But got it heating up. This lacquer will cloud up. With the temperatures like it is today, may have trouble hearing this with that heater, but I don't know, I think the temperatures today, the high is 50 something. I know for some of you that's hot, but anyway, that'll help it cook off too. That way I can do a sand, then put a finish coat on it. So clear coat lacquer. Anyway, if I hadn't told you this, I hate staining. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. But if you're gonna build cabinets, that's part of it. Just so nasty. I had some gloves, a big old box of gloves, and I've run out, so now that's what my hand looks like. Yeah, I know, PPE, all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, I may set up I'll set this up and maybe let you get a shot of me spraying or whatever. I gotta get the lacquer mixed up though. I'll be back in a minute. Look at that shine. Now I got that heat going. That thing will do a couple things. One, it'll warm it up. It'll suck the humidity out of the air too. This will dry 20 minutes. Probably I'll be able to sand this down and then throw another coat on it. But look at that. Now you might be asking, why didn't you bring the camera in there? You know, and get close and record it. Same reason I don't have my glasses on. I didn't spray much. I don't know if there was a cloud that you could see on the camera, but this stuff will get on everything. And the only way to get it off, you know, is like with some mineral spirits or lacquer thinner or, you know, something like that. So I don't want to get it on my glasses. My glasses cost more than that Husqvarna chainsaw. So, Husqvarna, listen at me. Dang, free shout out to Husqvarna. That Echo Timberwolf. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna let this dry. See, it is 11:24. So I'm gonna let it dry a little while, let that heat run on it. Then I'll come in here, take one of these sanding sponges, sand it all down, put another coat on it, and that bad boy will be slick. And then I'll clean out the gun and all that. But if you're having trouble hearing, I apologize. There's an echo in here. That heater running makes a lot of noise. So anyway, I got a few minutes. I'm gonna get my braces off my door, my clamps off my door and all that, and get it ready to go to the customer and check with him and see when he wants to come get that while I'm waiting on that to dry. Once I sand that and put that other coat on it, just leave it. I'll let that thing cure for about 24 hours. I'll come back tomorrow, put the hinges and the lid back on, and then deliver it. So, yep, that's it. Taking a little longer to dry with the temperature outside, but now we got all this sanded smooth that kind of knocked that sheen off, and now we're just going to spray right back over it with a light coat of lacquer, clear lacquer. And there was a few spots inside here that was just a little bit wet. Again, the inside the box, you're not looking for a cabinet grade finish, and you may, I don't know if y'all can see these, but like these nail holes and these joints aren't I mean, I didn't putty joints and sand and all that. This is more made to be like a rustic. That's the whole idea. I didn't do it super rustic. A lot of times I will take and run screws and drive nails and all kind of stuff in this, and then take all that stuff out and then finish it, you know, so it makes it look like old, you know, beat up the corners. I mean, people take chains and hit them and all sorts of stuff. But I mean, this is not a kitchen grade cabinet here. In other words, I'm not trying to do, you know, what he's done over here with these cabinets that's going in a house. There's some beadboard doors down in there. I put all that stuff in there and covered this up because I didn't want to get the overspray on his stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna flip this heater back on, put another coat on it. I'll let the heater run for a little while I'm here to at least get it kind of cooking off, and then I'll shut everything down, close everything up, and like I said, come back tomorrow. So here we go. All right, there we go. Nice glass finish. Now, you want to know how much, I know it's loud, that heater, but just want to show you this real quick. Now, you want to know how much something like this would cost? How much am I making on this? I'm going to tell you in just a minute. I'm going to get all this stuff cleaned up, let this start tacking up. When we get the truck to leave, I'll let you know what I'm gonna make off of this. Okay, here's some numbers. This is maple plywood, 1/2 inch. I used 1 sheet to make it. That's one of the reasons I made it the dimensions I did, so I could cut it all out of 1 sheet. You know, one of the things you find on building anything really, sometimes if you might say, oh, I want it to be, you know, there's a big difference between 22 inches and 26 inches, because then you get into a whole nother sheet of plywood. So 1 sheet of maple plywood, that plywood 1/2 inch now is probably running maybe $47, something like that. I don't remember how many board feet of maple board that I bought, but can of stain, probably, I don't know how much lacquer. We usually get it in 5-gallon cans, and you know that's about $250 for 5 gallons of it. A gallon can somewhere around, you know, $50, $60, whatever. But I got basically $125, I would say, in material. You know, somewhere in that neighborhood, if you count your sanding disc and, you know, you count your nails and you count all that kind of stuff, that'd probably be a good price. Now, what would I charge to build this? If I was building this material and everything for somebody, $350. You know, I mean, I had to buy the hinges. That's part of that material, but probably $350. I mean, this is a real wood. This is not some kind of laminate. Just a real deal. So, cabinet grade plywood. You know, I mean, what did I charge? Nothing. Okay. So, what did I charge to build it? I didn't charge anything. I am building this for somebody for Christmas, and the person I'm building it for, the person that asked me to build it will have no trouble paying for it. That's not the issue. So I have my reasons for wanting to build it free. I'll just put it that way. You know, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail because somebody might figure out who ends up with it. So anyway, but you know, that was my choice. I was asked to give a price on building a toy box. I said I build it for material. So when I say I'm not making anything, I'm not making anything. The material will be paid for. So here's another shot of my barnwood door. So anyway, the material will be paid for, you know, but I won't get any labor for it, and that's okay. Now, how much time do I have in something like that? I'm not a super fast cabinet guy, so I probably got 2 hours in staining it and doing the lacquer on it. You know, sanding, staining, lacquer. Probably took me a couple of hours to build it too, you know. So anyway, I don't know, maybe 5 hours and something like that, somewhere in that neighborhood. Cabinets are one of those things, it's like anything else. If you're building a whole bunch of them at one time, you know, you're more efficient. That's like if you got that heater going and you're in there spraying, if you got a whole set of cabinets, once you spray down one side, spray down the middle, spray down the line of cabinets on the other side and the doors and all that kind of stuff. I mean, usually with the heat on, you can turn around and go back to what you sprayed first and go ahead and start sanding. So you're not standing around for 15 minutes like I was, and then, you know, you kind of do it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video today. And I got another project that I'm going to do, but I'm going to make a whole nother video on that. So anyway, my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you and that you might see all of your blessings as from him. Hope you have a great, great day.